Actually, the reason why I'm telling you this is that this system helped me to understand myself, finally, and this power that I've always felt inside. And I just hope that this information will help you as well to understand your true wishes and who you really are. So, Plato wrote in his dialogue called The Republic about 3 types of people. Let's call them as citizens, warriors, and philosophers. And the question is, which type is yours?
Boring, but I'm afraid that we'll need to learn some basics before we'll get to the most exciting part. So, the system of those 3 types is based on wishes that prevail in yourself.
And Plato divided them all at first, the surviving and life-supporting one, like sleeping, good food, reproduction, communication, and all those other things that come with the concept of easy and stable life. Thank you. If you feel like the stability is the thing that will make you happy, like having a good and social job, raising kids, meeting and chilling with your friends every Friday and so on, then you must be the first type, the citizen. But if you feel like no one can live like that and you would rather die than have such a boring life without an adventure and risk and fight every day, a beautiful lady that you need to save and stuff, then you must be the second type, the warrior. Welcome to the club. These people just feel a huge power and rage inside. Their wishes are based on their passion and fighting spirit that they frequently, but not all the time, don't know how to control. They feel like this power needs to be expressed, otherwise it would kill them from inside. But if they wouldn't find the right way to express it, it might also kill others. Literally.
This is Sparta!
And this is the point where we get this Imagine Dragon and Skillet sounds.
I must confess that I feel like a monster!
And this is also a reason why I adore this Plato theory, because it also shows the solution and the primary role that warriors can play in our society, because they can be happy and make our world a better place at the same time, and they can do much more than other people. But to talk about this, I would need to introduce you to the third type first, the philosophers. So, if you feel like you don't belong to any of the above types, like you will also never be satisfied with just those first type wishes and stable, easy life, but you don't feel the rage as well. In fact, you're a very kind and sensitive person when it comes to others' feeling, and it's painful for you to see their suffering. And if you're also mostly interested in science or philosophy, in those primary questions that we should ask ourselves, like who are we and why are we here and what should we do and how should we build our society and how should we treat others, people and creatures and... Hey, you pay attention, it's an important part. So, if you feel like you have all these qualities, you must be the rarest type of people in the world, according to Plato. Write me a message. Find me, I need you.
Sorry, I don't get it. I have all of these qualities sometimes. Sometimes I like studying, for example, when I'm reading about my favorite computer game. And sometimes I feel real rage, for example, when my sister takes my computer game. And sometimes all I want to do is to go to sleep, especially when it's night. I must be divergent.
Yeah. Our philosophy teacher showed us these types of wishes as a circle, so we can understand it better.
Wake up! This video is supposed to be entertaining.
It is! And she said that we all have this first type of wishes, the surviving one, because they are basic. As much as we all have the second one and the third one, but in different proportions. So you can be in any point of your evolution. Each next level can control the previous one, like you can control your basic wishes with rage when you're fighting for something that's more important, as much as you can control your rage with the wisdom. So, though you might have all these wishes, sometimes your type is based on wishes that dominate or preponderate.
Sorry! Yes? When will be the interesting part?
You're still here? Then I got a deal for you. Now, when you know Plato typology, you write me your type in the comments, please, and I will give you the information that will help you to understand yourself better and your place in the world. Time God is in the comments. Because the best part that this Plato's dialogue gave is the concept of the perfect society, where all of those types have a unique and necessary place. Therefore, he named 4 virtues for each type and for everyone in common that we need to follow.
Nah, I'm leaving.
So, the virtue for the first type is temperance. Temperance in food, temperance in sex, temperance in pleasures, and so on.
Bye.
Actually, it's not some orthodox rule that wants to control you, it's just the secret of health and stability, and therefore happiness for the first type that always people already know. Citizens are the fundament of society. Their work and their division of labor keeps all the system going and makes everyone happy. But to be so, there should be a system at first, and someone extremely clever who can create it and control it. The virtue for philosophers is prudence, or wisdom. Philosophers are the very rare type, and Plato even named them as a golden people, but through the history we can see how this type were shaping and creating the society, as much as developing science and religions, from Buddhism and Christianity to modern New Age and mind power movement and so on. I feel like the main problem for this type can be misunderstanding, because their skills are very prominent and, well, people can start hating them for this. They just don't understand them, and they never will, because it's the most complicated type, so usually they just can't find the support from the majority, and also because this type is very rare, sometimes they can find another example of its existence, though it's very easy when you start to study history. So for these people I want to send this message: you're not alone, though we all are. You have no right to deny yourself and to hide from who you really are, because your virtue is wisdom, to understand yourself and others, even though they can never do the same. Because your power is responsibility, and if you wouldn't take it, then, well, we all are doomed. Okay, but if we have the philosophers who shape and rule the society and citizens, the society itself, then what the hell warriors are for? Oh, that's a very important question that no one asked. Actually, they also have one of the most important roles in our society that can't be replaced. Their role is to protect and to fight for things that really matter. You may say,
Well, first of all, war is a very, very bad thing. I'm a pacifist, by the way. And second of all, these warriors made sense only in anciently and Middle Ages, when it was like a common thing because every territory needed a self-made army to protect herself. But now we have an international law and nuclear weapon. Did I already say that I'm a pacifist?
some way my camera just got crazy and changed everything, and I don't know how to change it back. Okay, just let's live like that. First of all, unfortunately, wars still are the things, so if you have that much rage, you can become a real warrior. But let's just remember that their mission is not fighting and killing itself, but protecting things that really matter, like the country, for instance. And second of all, there is so much areas to protect and to fight for, you can't even imagine. So if you feel that you're the warrior, all you need to do is to find your area, set your goals, and
Just do it!
it can be culture and morality, because your voice really can change a lot of things. It can be art, it can be education, it can be animals, because these are the ones that really need our protection. Or you can fight for yourself and for your own goals. But as I feel it, for warrior, it would never bring enough satisfaction, because he needs to fight for things that is bigger than he, and then, and only then, he will be truly happy. Virtue for warriors is courage. Cowardness and doubts just killing his spirit and mislead him, so when he faces the battle, he needs to have no doubts. Warriors are not the philosophers. They have beliefs but not the knowledge of what the good is, and that's why we should pay huge attention to their education, so their beliefs would be right and kind, but not cruel and destructive. Therefore, the last and main virtue for all the society is justice, whatever it is. My teacher said about warriors,
these people have a huge potential, so they can become the biggest virtues as much as the biggest criminals. Think about it.
But that's already a topic for another video. Please let me know with a thumbs up if this information was interesting and important for you, and if you want more of such great entertaining videos. Also, I'm really waiting for your comments, so please write it down. Don't be shy. Which type is yours? I'm really interested about it. I want to know the statistic. As for me, I'm definitely still the second one, but I'm trying to evolve here, okay? So let me know which type is yours. Then don't forget to subscribe to learn yourself and others more, and click the bell not to miss new videos, and you can check the last one. It's about happiness and it's good. I wish you to understand yourself. And remember that together we'll make our world better.